Hey Reachers, Lucy here. I hope everyone is feeling healthy and safe. I'm sad that we can't meet tonight for our yoga practice, but I am excited that we can meet here online. This is Kora, by the way. She's going to help us practice. And I put together this quick morning flow. So let's get started. We're going to start in a child's pose. So, toes together, knees open wide. You can walk your hands out forward. Bring your forearms to the ground. Relax your forehead down. We'll start with a few breaths here. Grounding down, finding our balance. Next, inhale. Let's bring our palms up so that we tent our fingers. Our forearms come off the ground. Our shoulders and our elbows are lifted. And then we'll slide our right arm underneath our left. Right shoulder can come to the ground, maybe your right cheek comes to the ground. Walk your left fingertips toward the center of the mat and relax them down. We're breathing into that right shoulder space, in the back of our hearts. Good. 3 deep breaths here. And then we'll walk our left hand back. Reach our right arm under and forward. Tent up your fingertips again. Reach your left arm under your right. And maybe your left cheek comes to the mat. You can walk your right hand towards the center of the mat if you don't have a puppy there. 3 deep breaths here. Good. Next inhale, walk your right fingertips back. Left arm comes back and towards center. Forehead comes back to the mat. And then we'll walk our hands back towards our face. Come up onto hands and knees. So fingers are spread wide. Knees are right below your hips. Hands are right below your shoulders. And we'll just do a few cat-cows. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, push the floor away. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine. Angry cat. One more time, let's inhale, drop our bellies, lift our gaze. Exhale, round your spine. We'll inhale, come to neutral. And then you can walk your hands forward, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Good. 3 deep, long breaths here. In through the nose. Exhale, back out through the nose. Feel that Ujjayi breath in the back of your throat. Good. Next inhale. We'll lift our left leg to the sky. Bend the knee in towards your nose. And step the foot in between your hands. Good. The back knee will come down. We'll untuck the toes. Reach our arms up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, we're going to bend our arms like a cactus shape and open our heart, pressing into that front hip. Inhale, straighten your arms, come back up to center. Exhale, hands come back down to frame out the foot. We tuck our back toes under, lift the knee, step the left foot back into downward facing dog. One breath here. Good. Let's lift our right leg to the sky. Bend the knee in towards your nose, step the foot in between your hands. Back knee comes down, untuck the toes, reach your arms up overhead. Good, and then on the exhale, we'll bend our elbows, press into that knee, reach forward with your heart. Good, inhale, we lift back up. Exhale, hands come down to frame out the foot. We tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, and step back into our downward facing dog. Good. Let's lower our knees, our chest, and our chin at the same time. Lower the belly, untuck the toes, press into the earth with your palms, lifting up into a baby cobra. Good, we'll press back onto hands and knees. Tuck our toes under, lift our hips, downward facing dog. In our downward dog, let's inhale, roll forward to a plank position. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, roll forward to your plank. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, let's lift our left leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Send the right heel down. Try to square off your shoulders as much as possible. Maybe you roll out your left ankle. Good. One more breath here. And then we'll square off the hips, straighten the leg, bend the knee in towards the nose, and step the foot in between the hand. Good. Back knee comes down, we untuck the toes, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend them to a cactus shape. Open your heart, press into the knee. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down this time to the inside of the left foot. Let's walk our left foot out as wide as the mat. Good. Once you're here, you can come up onto the blade of that foot, and maybe with your left hand, you press your thigh out to the side. Good. Then on the next inhale, you can open your torso up towards the sky, maybe you lift your gaze. And we'll breathe here, opening that left hip and opening the right psoas. You can stay here, or if you're ready for the next step, you can bend that right knee. Maybe you reach your left hand towards the right foot. Again, making sure your spine is nice and long. Maybe your neck gazes towards that right big toe, or maybe it just comes down towards center. Good. One more breath here. And we'll relax that right foot back down. Bring the left hand back to center. We'll tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, step our left foot back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts towards the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Sending that left heel down towards the mat, squaring your shoulders off as much as you can. We're breathing into the left hamstring. Maybe you roll out your right ankle. Good. Next inhale, let's straighten the hip, straighten the leg, and knee towards nose, step the foot in between the hands, round the spine. Back knee comes down, we untuck the toes, reach our arms up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus shape, press into that hip. Open your heart. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come down to the inside of the right foot. We walk our right foot out as wide as the mat. Come up onto the blade of that foot and press into that thigh, twisting our torso up towards the sky. Good, a few breaths here. And then if you're ready, you can bend that left knee, bring the foot towards your seat, and reach around with your right hand. Maybe your gaze comes towards your left foot. We're still reaching our heart open. Good. One more breath here. And then next exhale, let's relax that left foot down, bring our right arm forward. So since we're here, let's tuck our toes under, lift the knee, step our left foot forward to the outside of our left hand, and release our seat down, coming into our squat. Hands can come to heart center. Maybe your elbows press your thighs and your knees outward so you can open your hips. Good. One more breath here. Let's release our palms down, lift our seat, heel toe our feet back to hips width distance, and forward fold. Okay. Inhale, let's lift halfway to a flat back. Exhale, plant your palms down, step your feet back into a plank position. Good. Let's take a breath here. And then on the exhale, bend your elbows halfway down to chaturanga. Good. Inhale, untuck your toes, press into the earth, lift your heart, open your shoulders. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Good. 3 breaths here. Let's walk our feet out so that they're as wide as the mat. Walk your hands back about 2 hand prints. Maybe your heels come down onto your mat. And then we'll take our right hand, slide it under the left as we did before, and maybe your right hand reaches towards your left ankle. And we'll breathe here. Maybe next exhale, we can start to bend that right elbow, twisting our heart open towards the sky. Gaze that comes under your left arm. Inhale, come back to center. 1 breath here. Good. And then we'll take our left arm, reach it towards the right ankle. You should really feel this in your hamstrings. Once we're open up a bit, maybe we can bend that left elbow. Reach our heart toward the right. Gaze can come under your right arm. Inhale, come back to center. Kora, Kora, come here. We'll heel toe our feet back to hips width distance. This time we'll walk our hands back so that we're forward folding at the back of the mat. Inhale, let's lift halfway to a flat back. I like to just roll out my shoulders here, shake my neck, shake my head. Good, come to a pause. And then nice and slow and steady, one vertebrae at a time. We'll start to roll up. Head comes last. Good. Once we get there, let's reach our arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Thank you very much.